Clapping.
Yeah.
Clapping.
Transformers.
Okay, issue number 7 to 12. Go.
All right, I'll tell you
Why
right
was
now.
this book good?
Why was it good? Because Bob Budiansky comes up with a great way for Ratchet, who has absolutely no fighting ability, to outsmart Megatron. He uses Slag's visual memory, relays it to Megatron, convinces Megatron that Shockwave has been defeated by the Dinobots, and then he gets his ass kicked because it never actually happened. It happened 4 million years ago. Now, there's obviously more details to it than that, but the point is that he outsmarts Megatron, defeats him.
Ratchet.
Yes, because of the
He's
great,
like the worst Transformer
because
ever.
of the great writing by Bob Budiansky. He figures out a way for Ratchet to outsmart Megatron. Those are the types of things that keep you coming back for more.
No,
what were you
please,
gonna say?
please. I was going to say, in the first 7 issues, now into the teens, does it evolve? Is it more interesting, or?
I honestly like the beginning more. I love the introduction of the characters. I love the beginning battles. I love the introduction of the Dinobots, all the Decepticons. So when you get into the further battles, it's interesting, and humans do get more involved in the further battles, I find. But
Yeah, which would be, getting us involved, like as a reader, like you'd want.
But
humans
did you
to
find
be.
yourself when you were reading the Dinobot parts, like whenever it was Grimlock, you used his voice, like, me, Grimlock?
Grimlock, fight! Yeah.
Because that's the way I read it, and it's kind of fun, right?
Yeah, it is kind of fun. And you know what's, it's funny, because I hated Grimlock before. I
What?
really did not like his character.
She's on the show?
I know. But when I read the book,
Yes.
he grew on me.
He did.
He grew on me.
He did.
So now that we're into the second, I guess, portion of this, original, this would be what? Generation 1?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So you
Of
got
course.
Generation 1. So,
Why is he on the show?
hey, listen.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sleeping with the producer.
Oh. So that's 2 of us at the table.
Well,
We're
hey, what are
supposed
you
to
gonna
tell
do?
him.
I mean,
So once
oh.
we're getting into this second run, right? So it's more spy, right? Like it's
It
more
is.
interesting. It's more like intrigue. We're getting into this.
the writing gets more creative, I find, and the artwork actually completely changes.
But does that
Open
ruin
my
it? Does
book.
that make it like the robots less interesting, or is it?
The art gets a little bit better.
The art does get better. The humans look more realistic.
And this is Herb Trimpe, veteran Marvel artist who drew Hulk for 12 years.
Yeah.
Inked by Tom Palmer, famous inker of Avengers. This is great stuff.
Yeah, that is. That's a little bit better.
And look, let me just point out, in today's age of decompressed comics with 4 panels per page, look at how many panels there are.
Yep.
Look at what's going on. Oh, look at giant shot of Shockwave picking up a jet and humans falling off of it. This is a great comic book page. This is what gets kids to want to read and come back for more. This is a good comic book page.
Is the book still relevant? Could you read this book today and instead of having to do it for the show? Is it something, let's say volume 2's out, you gonna go buy it?
I probably would buy it.
Don't
To
lie. Look at me when you
complete-
answer.
I
would you
would
buy it?
buy it.
Probably.
To
Probably.
complete my collection. It would take me a while to read it because this did take me forever to read.
Whoa. When you say collection, you own more of these books?
I own more comic books, yes.
You do?
Yes.
Well, this is why she's on the show.
Yes.
You see?
How does this rate compare to other comics you've read?
Well, it's different because most of the other comics that I've read have been newer comics. So
And what's the main difference with newer comics versus this comic?
They're better?
Okay, easy. I want criteria.
I was suggesting an answer, that's all.
I find that obviously the text is completely different. You don't have 50 speech bubbles in one panel. The artwork, I find there's more. It's hard to explain. There's more artistic
Well, I think this.
openness, I guess, to
what?
the art style of newer comic books. You notice that there's some comics made with watercolors. There's some that are just sketched black and white. There's some that
But I
are
think
done
that's-
on digital painting.
But this is before that. This is when somebody had to be hired to go, all right, so the phone is, his name's Phony, and he looks like a phone, draw him, but make kids like him.
Yes, Danny, I would recommend it. I would recommend it as, not just for nostalgia, they are good stories. Yes, it's a little bit of a trudge to get through, but You're gonna walk away with a story every
Is
time.
that your answer, or are you telling her what to say?
No, I'm telling you what I think.
Okay. Let's get a sound check.
Okay.
We're gonna sound check.
George,
and
do you
we'll go to
recommend the
that.
comic?
Absolutely not. It is fantastically weird, broken up, and as a historical memoir to stupid money spending, it's fantastic. But otherwise, it is a bad story.
So, in Mike's words, like, it's great. Okay, so what do you think? Would you recommend it?
It's okay to say no.
No, I would recommend it, but I would recommend it to a certain audience.
What audience?
Probably, no offense, an older crowd.
Wait, who's older? Why are you looking at us?
What the hell does that mean?
My age group and younger, they're used to a different kind of comic book, right?
Like good ones, you're
A
saying.
worse comic book.
So when they look at this, they're literally gonna open it up and see the words and be too long didn't read.
Because your generation doesn't really read.
They're
You just look
lazy.
at
My
pictures.
generation's completely lazy. They
Yes.
don't want to read that much.
You're too
right?
lazy for Transformers?
Danny,
So-
do you recommend it?
Absolutely not. I would, if the book was free, then still no. I would still say no,
I bought this.
No.
even if it was
If
free.
you were an open-hearted, beautiful 10-year-old human being, I recommend it. If you're some sort of jaded
Yes. Yes.
Angry
young woman.
first
yes.
world problem person,
Right.
no,
Yes.
no.
Then no. I say no.
No.
Mike, are you going to recommend the book?
I am going to recommend it because this is a good, hearty, thick read and it sticks to your ribs. It's good stuff.
And it has robots.
It does have robots.
It has robots.
It has robots.
For the record,
Anything
Mike
with
has
robots.
never not recommended a book on the show. In like 7 years that we've been filming this. Anyways, we'd like to thank Lisa for coming out. Willie Nelson.
Absolutely. Thank you,
Mike,
everybody.
the cast, everybody who's here, Steve,
Tom,
and
Steve.
Tom, at Fox, thank you, and tune in next episode.
Transformers, all that meets the eye.
Quick question before we even start. How do you get your eyebrows so perfect like that?
Okay, anyway.
Years of practice.
Okay, because
Years of practice.
I've been working on it. Okay,
I just want to say one thing.
Optimus
Okay?
Prime.
wait. Time out. 1 second. 1 second. How do you get them so straight?
Okay,
though?
okay.
Like there's no.
No. Okay.
Like,
So
you
here's
gotta
the thing.
see these things. I'm
Here's the
telling
thing.
you, they're
Here's the thing.
perfect.
What color was Blue Streak?
Oh, well, he was silver.
All right. Damn.
Oh!